Good morning, my name is Clay Shuttleworth, and today I'm going to carry on my series, Making Money is Easy. So we're going to talk about Carl McDonald and his red paperclip story. Carl McDonald was one amazing guy. He decided to see what he could swap for red paperclip. First of all, he loaded it on the internet and waited to see if anyone was interested. Two girls came forward and they said, we'd love to swap with you just because this is such a fun idea. So we've got a fish-shaped pen, and his first swap was done. Next, there was a funny doorknob, and then a stove master, a generator. At this point, things got a bit slow because there wasn't load shedding and not that many people actually wanted a generator. But he managed to swap it with a student who had an empty keg of beer. Carl took this, and I mean, you'd think, gee, a generator for an empty keg of beer. But he rebranded it as an instant party, and people were interested. Someone came forward and said, okay, I'll take the instant party and I'll give you my worst snowmobile. Carl thought, yay, we on. A snowmobile magazine came forward and said, okay, this is good marketing for us. We'll offer 2 trips to the Rockies, but don't go to Yak. And Carl thought about this, and of course he had to go to Yak, and he wore a t-shirt with the company's logo on. The next person to respond in his sale was the owner of that company, and he said, look, we're going to have to do something about this, so I'll get involved. I'll take your trip to the Rockies. So Carl met him in the Rockies, and the guy offered him a truck. So at that point, Carl's thinking, wow, this is actually amazing, a truck for a red paperclip. Wow. The next thing that was on the table was there was a band who needed to have a truck to tour, and they had a recording contract. So they offered the recording contract and they took the truck. So there was a lady in Phoenix who had a duplex, and she was offering free rent for this duplex, and she got the recording contract. The neighbor decided, okay, this is actually quite cool. I wouldn't mind having that free rent. So she talked to Carl and said, look, I want that free rent, and you can have a day with my boss. So Carl is thinking, this is a bit odd. And her boss turned out to be Alice Cooper. So that was amazing. So who would want an afternoon with Alice Cooper? Then we come forward, and Mark wanted an afternoon with Alice Cooper. He was an absolute Kiss fan. He had everything. He had Kiss memorabilia of all sorts. And one thing he had was a Kiss snow globe. Now he's going from an afternoon with Alice Cooper to a snow globe. So at this point, everyone said to Carl, you're absolutely mad. Why would you want a snow globe? You're giving up you had a vehicle, you had a 3 years rent, and now you're going down to a snow globe. But Carl had actually got a trade up front for this. He knew of Corbin Bernsen. I hope I'm saying that right. And he has one of the largest snow globes. Over 6,500 snow globes. Now, Corbin's a famous actor, and to him, a snow globe would mean a lot. So Carl had actually set up this trade up front. And so Corbin was keen, and he said, absolutely, I'll take that snow globe, and what I'll offer you is a role in a movie. So now you've got a town trying to get publicity, and they're thinking, okay, a role, we don't want a role, but how can we use this? So this town of Kipling thought they'd throw a party, and they threw this party where they did almost an idols competition, and to see who gets this actual role in the movie. And in return for this, they gave Carl a house. So the person who got the movie role was someone called Nolan Hubbard. So at this party in Kipling, they had Mark Corbin, Nolan Hubbard, and Carl, and the mayors and they had thousands of people. And the swap was done, where Carl got the house and Nolan got the contract. And that is how it is possible to go from a simple paperclip, something worth nothing, to someone owning a house. So what have you got lying around in your house that you could sell, that you could trade, that's worth something for someone, but not really worth much for you? Think about it. Maybe you could get something like Carl.